Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good evening, well, technically good morning to all my friends, colleagues, and today I'm going to unbox a Windows 8 tablet. Tonight is a special night. I just came back home. It's right now, it's already after 12 midnight. It is 12:30 midnight on the November 30th, 2012. I know tonight I'll be having troubles sleeping. I'll be testing this Windows 8 tablet until the next morning. Okay, tonight I'll be trying to install some software, just to make it more compatible to my own use. So this is an Acer ICONIA W700. I'm not really sure the model. The thing is, when I didn't plan to buy a tablet until tonight. But the thing is, when I saw this thing, I saw the price range. It is quite a steal. It's about how much US dollars? If I had to convert, roughly it is about no, 500. Yeah, but 500 or 700. No, it cannot that be cheap. About 500 or 600 US dollars, which is actually cheap. I know some certain tablets, even with the same company, it will be more expensive. And I said, oh no, 500 US dollars is not that expensive. No, this is 64 gigabyte hard disk, which is an SSD, a solid state hard disk, 64 gig, with a 4 gigabyte of RAM, which is a lot, which is unheard of. I've seen other tablets. They're usually 2 gigabyte of RAMs or 32 gigabytes. But this one this baby is a 64 gigabyte hard disk, which is a lot. I know a lot of you will say, why 64 gigabyte is not that much? I have my computer, my desktop computer, but this desktop computer have almost 1 terabyte. But you have to remember, this is an SSD, man. SSD, which is a solid state disk. It's not a regular hard disk. This one, when you're using Windows, you can shake the thing and won't hang. So anyway, let me do the unbox. I will tell you a few things about. Shut. Okay. Oh, you have to open this thing. I want to keep the original. I think I have to cut it through. Alright. Okay, I've been looking for a tablet for quite long. I actually have a Samsung 7 Plus phone and tablet. This is an Android tablet. I also have an iPhone, which is somewhere it's inside my car. So the iPhone, somehow it gives me an idea what an iPad look like. To me, an iPad is something. It's like an iPhone, which is bigger. But okay, I know some people say no, iPad and iPhone are different, but the iPhone give me an idea how the iPad would be functioning. So let's leave it like that. And as for the Android tablet, well, I do have an Android tablet here, and I've been using it successfully. It's to me, in my opinion, Android the tablets and the other one is Android tablets and iPads are good. But to me, the problem with those tablets, how to open this thing? Oh, sorry, one more. Now, okay, where was I? Okay, the problem with an iPad or Android tablets, they are not Windows tablets, right? I've been using Windows since early 1990s, 1993 or 1992. My school had one of the first computer, or the 286 series. I don't know, IBM 286 series. I don't know whether you remember or not. Oh, this is a clean box. Okay, so this is let me point the camera downward. Down. Alright, so it is a cool packaging. It is nice packaging there. You can just open it here. I think they give you yes, in this box they give you a leather box. A leather bag. Comes with it. Quite handy. But actually they also gave me this thing. This is a bag with an Acer. Okay, with an Acer logo on it. So yeah, so they gave me a bag. They already gave me a bag, and they gave me something, you know, to keep my tablet in it, which is quite handy. Thank you very much. Some papers, I don't know what. Alright, it's inside. Okay, my bed is full now. Right, I don't know whether I have enough power to operate, or you need to charge it first. Yeah, I think I need to charge it first. Hi. Okay, goodbye. Alright, while we are getting things ready, alright, check out the new way to use Windows. Alright, cool stuff. Alright, so this is a Metro Vision, and this is like if you put it like this or put it like this. Okay, so it gets adjusted with the way you hold the tablet. Alright, good morning everyone. Today is Saturday, December the 8th, 2012, and I have decided to create this video. It's about my Windows 8 tablet. This is an Acer tablet. This is Acer ICONIA W700 model. I don't know if you can see it. I hope you can see it. Yeah, this is ICONIA W700 model, and so far I had this tablet for the past 1 week since I bought it on 29th of November, and I couldn't be happier, right? So the thing about this, a lot of people are afraid to use Windows 8. There's a lot of YouTube channels that talk negative things about Windows 8. But to me, Windows 8 is perfect for my own use, at least. Right? Most of the time, I've been using my desktop computer, my desktop computer, my laptop computer, creating PowerPoints, creating letters on Microsoft Office, Microsoft Word, and I cannot find a replacement for it. Okay, I've been using Windows system since 1993 with the old Windows, with the old Windows 3.11 version. Now 20 years later, it is very hard to find a replacement for Windows in order to do work, right? But the problem with the desktop computer is with the problem with my laptop. This is my Toshiba A500 series, and the problem with this laptop is there's a lot of moving parts, which I'm very worried. I'm really afraid to break it somehow. All right, especially when I travel and I bring this thing inside my bag, and my bag usually filled with heavy stuff. So I'm really worried that this thing gets crashed or broken. So furthermore, this thing uses an HDD or a regular hard disk. Now the regular hard disk is basically a disk that is spinning like this. Okay, it's a magnetic disk that carries data, and there's a small pin and there's a small sharp triangle shaped thing that basically it moves on along the disk, and it reads the data that is on the hard disk. Now the problem arises whenever you use the laptop inside a moving vehicle, like if you're using your laptop inside a car, inside a bus, inside an airplane. If you shake the hard disk very vigorously, there is a real danger that the disk will come in contact with the head, and you can physically damage the hard disk. You can physically damage the data that is on the hard disk. So it is not a good idea to bring your laptop, working on a laptop or in a moving vehicle. So again, because my laptop is quite big, so yeah, I need to find an alternative which is smaller, easier to carry around. Now the first choice, at first I used Apple iPhone. Now the thing about Apple or the iOS, for me it is important to jailbreak. The regular iOS is very boring. It cannot give you a lot of choices. But once you jailbreak, you can do a lot of things that even some iPhone users don't know that you can do. For example, with a touch a button from this is only from the start screen. All right, yes. Okay, this is only from the start screen. You can switch on and off the light. Okay. And you can connect to the TV. I hope you can see it here, because I don't. Okay, you can automatically connect it to the TV monitor on. I have Sony Bravia here, 52 inches, and it with a touch of a button I can watch movies on the TV. I can actually watch TV. I can actually watch movies that is on the iPhone on the monitor inside my car. Using the car monitor, you can using the speakers inside the car, I can connect the iPhone to it. So there's a lot of things that a lot of iPhone users didn't know about the iPhone. So, but the problem with the iPhone is, well, the main thing is the keypad. Even though there is like auto correction, and there's it can detect unintended keystrokes, but still the keypad is small, the screen is too small for me. Now I was hoping that the iPhone, the newer version of iPhone, which is iPhone 5, which is a bit big, would be big, but unfortunately the iPhone 5 is just slightly bigger. It's not as big as I hoped to as this Android tablet. Now, so the iPhone aside, so I've decided to give Android tablet a try. This is Samsung 7 Plus or 7.7 inches, which is perfect for me because the keypad is just perfect. It's arranged, it's just in the right position and the right size, so I can do the typing very quickly, and I'm very happy with it. So most of the time, whenever I do a long typing, like an article or blog, most of the time I'll be lying on the bed with my head on the pillow, and this thing holding it above my head, and I'll be typing it before I go to sleep. So yes, it is very, very useful. Now the problem with both iPhone and Android, well, there's a lot of things. Right, one of them is the browser itself. Because I do a lot of website design. I know a lot of things about CSS and HTML. So sometimes both the browsers fail to render the page correctly, right? So whatever I do, whenever I go to certain websites, the pages does not render correctly on both the iPhone and the Android. So yeah, to me, it was like it was a good try. I'm still using Android. Okay, the good thing about the Android phone is it has its app. The application is there's a lot of them are free. Especially the games. If you want to play if you want to play Angry Birds, it is free on the Android, but on the iPhone you need to pay a certain amount of money, and unfortunately in Windows 8 App Store you need to pay extra, which is yeah, kind of, you know, it's an annoying point, but I wish that both Apple and Microsoft would do something about it. So anyway, and of course movies, right? Certain movies, whenever I want to transfer a movie from my desktop computer to here, I need to convert them to formats that they accept. For example, the iPhone accepts MP4 format. The Android is more flexible. It can accept certain formats like AVI, WMV, MP4, but still there are certain limitations. The computer will have to convert those movie files to formats that Android would accept. So it is like two steps. The conversion is it's not that fast. It's actually slow. If I want to watch a full motion movie on those things, the conversion will take a long time to be done. Just to transfer the file from my desktop or laptop computer into those two formats. So, but here in Windows 8, this is a true Windows tablet. So whatever works on the desktop and laptop computer, it should work on this Windows tablet. So it has a USB connector here. It's a true USB. I can put what do you call this? I can put my thumb drive that have any format of a video format here. It should work. As long as it works on the desktop laptop computer, it should work over here. And this connector here, I don't know if you can see or not. This is the HDMI connector. Okay, of which you can watch HDMI. You can watch videos on your TV. And also, if there's a connector here.
there's a small connector here that you can connect it to the VGA for VGA output. You can connect to the projector for this, which is very common use in my daily at my workplace, because I usually prepare PowerPoints and I need to connect it to the display. To the what do you call this? To the projector to project it. PowerPoint, all this stuff, right? So anyway. So I'm going to do something here. What I'm going to do is shut down. Okay, shut down anyway. So the computer is so the tablet is shutting down. Now most of the time the computer will be sleeping. You just when you can switch in and on. You can switch in and off by waking up and sleep. Wake and sleep button over here, but once you shut down, it is completely shut down. So it is completely, it is not running at all. So I just want to show you something. So I'm going to press the power button here to wake it up. Right, remember this is from shutting down. Okay, I don't know. Did I press it? Maybe I pressed the sound just now. Oh, okay. I think I pressed the sound just now. All right, so that's it. It's already in. So if I key in the password, wrong password. Right. So voila. It takes few seconds to get into Windows 8. Okay, it takes few seconds for the computer to respond and play, for example, a movie. Right, and that's it. It's that fast. It's that quick. Compared to my Windows 7. Now in my desktop computer, now basically my desktop computer have the same strengths as this tablet. Alright, if you talk about processor, motherboard, and those things, but my Windows 7, it takes about 30 seconds to 45 seconds just to start it up. If you shut down, you start it up, it takes about 45 seconds. Compared to this thing, it takes about 10 seconds. Just the longest time it was about 12 seconds. Just from completely cold, from completely shut down to fully operational Windows. So this is a significant speed. It is that quick, and I'm very happy with the speed compared to that. Even with my desktop computer that is even have a better hardware, bigger RAMs, and it still takes about 45 seconds to run compared to this 10 to 12 seconds to run. But most of the time I'll put it on sleep, and you just press wake up, so it's even faster. It's even faster to get it working. So I just want to show you. This is the locking screen. All right. So in the locking screen, I see I'm having cramps, leg cramp. All right. So in the locking screen, you can see there's a date. Okay. There's the Wi-Fi status, the battery status, and of course the email status. It's just telling me I have 2 unread emails that I need to check it out. And of course there's a calendar, small calendar here. It's telling me, well, it's at 9 o'clock your visa expires, so I have to do something about it. So it's 9:04. Yeah, okay, I'll do something about it, don't worry. So to unlock the screen, okay. Yeah. So I'm having leg cramps right now. Okay, so to unlock the screen, you just simply swipe it from bottom to top like this. Right, there are a few ways to unlock. You just key in the password, alright, just like I did with just now. Or there's a choice of you can key in using the picture. Okay, instead of typing, it can greet you with this picture, any picture like your family, your cat. So basically, you need to do a secret drawing on the picture itself in order to unlock the screen. For example, right eye, left eye, and smile. Voila, it's unlocked the screen. It's that easy. Now this is the start. Now this is the start page. Okay, one thing about Windows 8, there's a lot of names for it. There's a new names for new things. For example, this page, it has its own name, but I cannot remember all of it. So let's just call this the start page, right? The start page with all the things, that is all the programs that you can run on this on your tablet. But but that's not true, because it's basically, it shows the most important application that is you can run on the tablet. But if you want to see all the apps, all the software that is inside the tablet, you just simply swipe from the bottom here, and you can, I don't know if you can see this, just press all apps. Only then you can see all the application that is available for you inside this tablet, right? From simple things like Microsoft Office. I have Microsoft Office installed. Then Comet Player, and yeah, to a very special program called Start 8, which is, I'm going to talk about it just a little bit later. But Start 8, to me, is one of the important software to put in Windows 8, but a bit later. All right. So if you saw from the bottom, it hide all the apps again, bring you back to the start. This is your start area. Okay, in Windows, in older Windows like Windows 7, the philosophy is the Windows bring you to the desktop page, of which you would what would happen is of which you are supposed to go to the start button here. You click the start, and from there you can access all the programs that is available inside here. So that's the philosophy in the older Windows like Windows 7. But in Windows 8, instead of the start menu like here, you will have a start page. This is the start page. So instead of small icons like Mozilla Firefox, you will have bigger icons, bigger pictures that is constantly updating, give you new things all the time. They're not called icons; they are called tiles, Tiles. So each tile, like this is the purple tile. This is each tile do something. For example, this is the calendar in which it give me the latest update. Well, the visa expires today, so I have so I need to do something about it. So okay, never mind. So this is a Facebook telling me, bring me the latest updates. All right. Then you can see the weather. Then for Muslims, this is a Zuhur prayer time, and all this and you can add more tiles. Okay, so this is the mail, and you can I don't know whether you can see this. This is a live update. So anytime there's a new thing that coming, you just telling, oh yeah, okay, my friend is he just posted a comment in in my Facebook. So it just basically give me an update. Well, it says like this. Oh, there's a new update here for Maidin. Maidin's telling me there's a new promotion until December the 11th. I just received 2 emails since the start of this video, and it gave me I can see it's constantly on the move, trying to give me the latest updates regarding each software. Okay, so these tiles. So again, they are just like small tiles. Is just basically like icons for the software. But instead of being just simply static without just an icon, it just give you changes and updates. That's that is more graphically appealing, right? And you can actually add more tiles. For example, if you go to the store now. In order to use the Microsoft Store, you need to register with Microsoft. You just simply go to the one of the Microsoft pages, for example, Windows Live, and you register yourself with there. You just put an email. The registration is free, and from there you can access all the free apps you can have. For example, I just type on free. But the thing is, the library of the tablets. Okay, I think the internet is down. Oh, no, internet is not. Okay. So the thing is, the library is not that big. I think the Android store, even the Apple store, have much bigger collection, much bigger collection of apps, especially free apps. This is more available on the Android. If you're planning to buy Android, it's a good choice because there's a lot of software that is free compared with the iPhone and compared with Windows 8. There's a lot of games here. Mostly are not free, mostly are sharewares, to tell the truth, right? So but you can search for certain things that you are interested in. You just swipe from the right here like this. Oh, sorry. Swipe like this, okay, and you just type on search, and I'll be searching something like Instagram. Instagram. Okay, so Instagram, search for it, and voila, you can add more tiles that is concerning for Instagram. For example, let's say this one, and press install. Right? Of course, there are applications that that requires payments. Okay, the thing is, okay, for example, this thing telling me, well, this thing costs about 21 Malaysian ringgit, which is yeah, it's actually more expensive to buy things on Windows compared on the iPhone and Android. So it's still, and the collection of the apps in the App Store is not as big as Android and iPhone. So one thing that I don't like about the Microsoft App Store, it is the fact that the only way of payment is using credit card, which not a lot of people. Well, I don't have a credit card, so most of the time I'm using debit card, or most of the time I'll be using the other choice, what do you call it, PayPal. Now, if Microsoft somehow managed to get PayPal as one way to make payments, well, I'll be much happier. So, but at the moment it requires credit card, something that I think they miss a lot of people because of that. So yeah, and so okay, alright. So Facebook, one of my friends just posted, something on Facebook, email. Okay, now here's the most and you can see, you can zoom in and zoom out, but. Yeah, it just graphic. The Windows 8 is graphically more appealing. Now here's the thing. One of the those are called tiles, and every tile is it opens an app. All right, certain tiles opens a program. All right, so it's app and program is slightly different. Okay, probably I'm using the wrong names, but to me there's a difference between an app and a program. Okay, an app is usually have big tiles like this, colorful tiles, of which if you tap, for example, this is a mail. This is the mail app. If I tap on its tile, it fills up the whole page. Okay, so you can see here, this is Yahoo. I'm using Yahoo and Gmail together. So I'm opening Yahoo, and it lists down all the mails that I have not read. It's usually in bold colors. So if I tap on it, it opens the page right on the right side here. Okay, so this is which is cool. But the thing is, for example, if I want to copy this image, if I just tap the right button on it for quite a long time, it doesn't give you the right, but it does not give me the menu, but it knows that I want to copy this picture. Right? So there are certain limitations that, okay, so I want to right click on this paragraph, but it only give me copy. So in apps, the right button doesn't really work very well. Okay, so no, it's not, because it is intended that the right button doesn't do much in the app. Now compared with programs, so if you open a program, you will be doing a lot of things. So let's go back to the start here. Now to go back to the start, you just swipe to the right and you just press start. So one way to do it. Okay, one way also, you just swipe it from the left. So it's a bit Windows 8 does need some time to get used to it. So alright, there's a lot of new skills that you need to learn in Windows 8. So I admit this Windows 8 is not user friendly, but once you unlock its secret, you will be very, very happy with it. That's all I can say about it. So so right now I open the email app. So this is an app. So I know this is an app because if you swipe from the left like this, you'll see I only have two apps, which is I only have two other apps, including this email. So I have an email app and the Microsoft Microsoft Store that I was originally there, and of course, yeah, you always have a desktop app running in the background. Okay, so I will talk about it just briefly. Okay, so I'm back. So I'm back to this email app. In order to close an app, there is no X button here to close it. So what you do is you just you swipe from the top and you swipe it downward like this, and automatically you switch off an app. Okay, let me show you again. So I have an app here still running, which is the Microsoft Office app. So what I'm going to do is switch it off. Just swipe it from the top of the screen, swipe it to the bottom of the screen, and voila, it closes the app. So I no longer have any app running on Windows. So okay, so I open the calendar. Now this is the native calendar that comes with Microsoft. As the moment that you register with Microsoft. With Microsoft in the Microsoft website, you get access to the Google Calendar, and those items, like for example, claims on calls, visa expires, all these items are automatically updated through Google Calendar. So, and which is a big advantage, because if I make changes here, those changes are automatically updated into the Android. Android tablet is deeply hooked with Google Calendar, so I don't have to type the calendar entry twice. So it is automatically, if I make changes here in the calendar here, it is automatically inside my Android tablet, which is a great advantage for Android users. Now the iPhone, there are ways to connect the Google Calendar to the native iPhone calendar. It's a bit complicated. Yeah, you can see here. It's exact replicate for that I have on Windows 8. Okay, because this is Google Calendar is automatically make changes online, and automatically it send it to the iPhone and Android. Okay, but to key in to make all these settings on the iPhone, it's a bit complicated. But luckily, all these instructions are available on YouTube, and also on in instructions you can find it also in Google. You can Google for it. All right. So again, if I want to close this app, I just simply swipe it from the top, swipe it to the bottom, and it is automatically switched off. Now this is our apps. Now what is our programs? The programs is basically the program that is run on the. Let me see again. So one of the tiles, one of the apps available, automatically available, is the desktop app, which is very, very important. If you tap on the desktop app, it will bring you the classic desktop, Windows desktop that you can see it on Windows 7 and all the, as far as I can remember, all the Windows version except the first one, 3.11. Okay, in Windows since Windows 95 until the Windows 7, you will have the desktop view like this. All right. So one of the app is this desktop. So it'll give you the similar arrangement for those people who are not used to use the apps or you know, all this new stuff. So what you get is this desktop app, which give you almost similar things, except the fact that it does not have a Windows. It does not have a start button on the left bottom corner. So in the past, whenever we open a program, we just tap on the start button here, then from then all programs, and from there you can access all the programs that you have on your desktop, as on your Windows 7 or earlier version of Windows. Okay, but here it does not have that start button, which can be confusing. But if you have icons here, for example, Microsoft Office, if I double click on if I type on Microsoft Office, so it runs me the program. I know this is a program, it's not an app, right? I know this is a program because it has the close, come on, okay, it has the close, maximize and minimize buttons. You can, which you can, you know, the regular stuff. And if you want, and you have menus, and you know, all these things that give you a clue that this is a program. This is not an app. So if you want to close it, you don't swipe it because it doesn't really work. So you just need to press on the X to close it down, or the close button here. So so this is an app. This is so if you try to swipe between the apps, it doesn't really work because this is a program. This is not an app, right? Compared to the fact if you open an app. Now this I do have an Internet Explorer app, right? Okay. In which let's go to somewhere like Maxis broadband. I don't know. All right, so okay, reach has limit. Okay, so this is it is running on an app. I know this is an app because I don't see the X minimize and maximize button. Doesn't have that anymore. But if the right button is a miss. You don't know where's the right button, but what you can do is you can swipe from the top. You can have switch between the tablets, between the tabs, and you sweep from the right. If you want to search, you want to make a search for something on the Internet Explorer, okay, and you can close it by swiping from top to the bottom because this is an app, right? Compared to a program that is running on the desktop. So there is no physical connection between this Internet Explorer program into the Internet Explorer app, so which is kind of a bit confusing. Actually, it's still confusing to me until now. But with the program, you can do a lot of things like the right button. You can if you click the right button, you have all the menus that is usually available in Windows 7, right? So this is the desktop. Okay, now here's a small tip. Now I went to the website. Okay, sorry. Okay, Google, went to google.com. Now there is a beautiful software. Okay, let's make a search for in Google. It's called Start8. Sorry, I need to put the camera down a bit. Okay, it is called Start8. Start8 is a beautiful program. It's such a beautiful program to use and to install inside your hard disk. Basically, what it do, because in Windows 8 it does not have a start button, but what StarDock did, what this company did, StarDock.com did, is it's created a software that physically create an icon on the far left bottom side, of which you can simulate, and it is not a true start button, start menu, but it can simulate a start menu. So I'm going to show you here. So I already have it installed, and once you install a program through the internet or something, it automatically puts an icon inside the start page. So this is called Start8. So this is a beautiful program. Just tap on it. So it gave me a style, background, can make a configuration, change the control, the desktop, blah blah blah. So a lot of things you can make changes to it. But the more importantly is this thing. It just okay. So let me put on Start 8. So in by default it should give me this one, Start 8, and it should give me a small icon here, which is, yeah, let me change to something else. Okay, if I put a flag, it give me the Windows 8 flag here. So basically if I press the right button here, voila, you will have the classic look of the start button, including all programs, programs, control panel, computer, games, and so on. So all these things you can make the changes over the Start 8 program. It's such a beautiful program. It costs about $4, which is quite worth it. I may pay for it inside my PayPal. And actually you can make custom changes, like putting this is Windows XP icon. So I like Windows XP icon. I just put it down and open it. It's giving me a nostalgic look of Windows XP start button, which is fully functional. So it's one of the few things that to me it is a must have on your Windows 8 just to have this thing, because I need Windows to function as the same way as I do it on my desktop computer, on my laptop computer, right? And I don't know, for some reason the developer of Windows 8, they decided to take out the start button. So this is just maybe in the later updates Microsoft will realize their mistake, but at this moment Windows 8 does not have a start button, right? So once you install it, you can do a lot of things, and it is actually better than it is actually better to search for items here, make a search for programs here than compared with Windows 8 search. I will give you an example. For example, most of the time I'll be connecting to the Bluetooth. I'll be connecting to my TV. I have a smart TV, which is a Sony Bravia. So in order to connect it, I need to go and connect device, right? Okay, bad example. Let me okay, I want to add a Bluetooth. Okay, I have a Bluetooth speaker, earphone, sorry, Bluetooth earphone. Now if I type Bluetooth, in Windows 7, I usually make a search. In Windows 7, I usually make a search for Bluetooth in order to activate the Bluetooth. In order to to search for Bluetooth devices. So I just type Bluetooth. Now, if I type Bluetooth, somehow it's telling me there are no match result, which is kind of funny. Right, because every Windows, as far as I can remember, have this software. So okay, let's go back to the desktop. Now compare with Start 8 search. Now if I search for Bluetooth here, Bluetooth, okay, it automatically got me the result. Add a Bluetooth device. All right, so this is significant, because if you want to add a printer, if you go somewhere you want to add a printer or device, you're supposed to do like that. Also, if you want to search for printer, I can guarantee you that this one will not find it. Just for some reason it give you something else, a printer. Now, usually the printer program is you need to run the printer if you want to install a new printer. But it tells me there is no apps on your match. But compare, if you type in search here, you will find okay, you will find what you're looking for. So you choose a device or printer. I don't know. Never mind. I think the TV is off. My TV is off, so I cannot do much about it. So I just switch it off. Alright, never mind. So this is just a small example. Like I said just now, printer, looking for printer. I want to manage. Alright, I want to manage for printer PR. Okay, so it automatically give me all the list that is programs that is available. Change the default printer, share printers, and device and printers. Which I don't know, for some reason the native search button here does not work. So I hope the Windows, Microsoft people would realize this kind of mistake. So this is kind of miss, I think, right? So another thing that is annoying in Windows 8 is okay. For example, if I go to music, I have a couple of songs inside here. Now by default, all the music, okay, all these MP3 files are connected to a software called Music. Right, simply called Microsoft Music. Now the Microsoft Music really sucks. It doesn't do much. Okay, for example, if I double click on this one, this is an MP3 music. For the okay, so it's just give me a blank screen with maybe some small designs and the change of colors and very basic controls, which I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. And you cannot do much with it. Okay, yeah, playback options maybe, but otherwise it's very limited. Right? So, and I really hate this. It automatically opens the music app, which to me it is stupid. Okay, I wish I can simply uninstall. I just wish I can simply uninstall music. Okay, because I don't like this app. It doesn't really works with me. So what I'm going to do is I go to the desktop now. Here, instead of opening through the, you can see the music icon here, the red color. Instead of opening it inside the music, I just simply right button on it. Okay. The right button is by pressing a long time for a few seconds on the file. So now open with. Now instead of music, you can. I want to open it through the Windows Media Player. But before I press the Windows Media Player, I just click on the choose the default program. Right? So it will tell me, okay, how do you want to open this file? So use this app for all MP3 files, whether you want to use on music or just change it to my Windows Media Player. To me, Windows Media Player is much better. So there's this. This is the old Windows Media Player that we are familiar with since I don't know, Windows 95, right? And it is such a great advantage to work on. Okay, such a great advantage to work on a Windows Media Player because it can do a lot of things. First of all, it can give you the album art. Okay, this is a picture of the singer for this song, and it can give me the lyrics. Okay, you can sing along if you have an. Okay, I don't have another. I should install more MP3 music here, but this is just a good example. Similarly, if you have video. If you have a video, it is always a good advice to. It's always a good advice. One of the first things you do is you change the default program. So right-click button on the video and open with, and choose the default program, and you change it to Windows Media Player. Just tap on it like this, right? So it will automatically open a Windows Media Player, which is the preferred. To me, I prefer this the Windows Media Player over any other players, right? But certain browsers, certain video files require a specialized program. Special filters. All right. So one of the best filters in the market is called MPC Star. Okay, then give me. Okay, so MPC Star or the Tiger Player. Okay, MPC Star, you can find it on. Just go to Yahoo or Google and search for it. It can open a wide collection of video format that is not available on Windows. For example, DivX, DivX, MKV. What else? MKV format. What is the YouTube one? YouTube is FLV format. So all this unfamiliar format, you can open it through the MPC Star, because the Windows Media Player does not support this thing. And this, by the way, this player, the Tiger player or the MPC Star, it's free. It's free to download and use, and it's fully compatible with Windows 8, right? So this is a good example here. This is a StarCraft video, and this is such a high quality video, and it is in DivX. DivX does not it's not supported on Windows Media Player, so you need to install something extra, right? So you can see it is a high quality picture. It's the sound great. There is no delay, there is no hesitation. Actually, if you are planning to buy a new tablet, if you plan to buy a desktop computer, one of the first things you need to check whether it can open your videos, whether you can open your DVD. If you open a DVD, or if you open a video and you can see hiccups, or there's a delay of a sound compared to the picture, so usually this desktop computer or this laptop computer or this tablet computer is not good for you. It does not function well. And most importantly, if you're planning to buy a desktop, forget about that. If you are planning to buy a laptop or buying a tablet, and you want to test the video, before you test the video, you need to unplug the power. You need to unplug the power supply. Only then you have a reliable performance of your desktop, of your laptop computer or your tablet computer. Okay, again, if you want to check how good your computer is, how good your laptop, how good your tablet, you just disconnect the power and you play a high definition quality video or DVD. And if it is a bad quality tablet or a bad quality laptop, you will see all these problems: hiccups, hangs, sound that doesn't follow the video. So this is one way to see things. Okay, another way to see how good your computer is, or the performance of your computer, you just simply go to My Computer. Okay, My Computer. Okay, let me go up.
Opening site.
Where is My Computer? Okay, down. Is it down? Wait.
Opening site.
Okay, I think I'm not pressing. This is My Computer here. Okay. Okay, so this is My Computer, which is telling me, well, this is I have only one hard disk here. It's almost full. It's halfway full. So just right click button on any empty space here, right? And just click on the menu, right? So you can see the overall performance. This is Windows 8, and telling me the performance is 5.2. Now, here's the thing: you can, if you want to go with the headache of Intel about the processor. Okay, it's this Intel Core i3-23. To me, I don't know. The new classification really confuses me. And if you want to remember all these small details, like how much the RAM is, 4 GB, pen and touch and all this thing. But to me, more importantly, if you see this number, if it is 5.2, it is good, it's acceptable. If it is the higher the number, the better it is. So I have a desktop computer which score about 6.2, okay, which is great. Great performance. Now, if you want to break down the numbers, what this all about. Okay, so where is it? Oh, sorry, I pressed the wrong button here. Okay, so if I just tap on the link here, so basically it will give me the performance. You can see the processor. The processor scores about 5.3. The memory scores about 5.1, for 5.9. And the graphics, now the graphic it only score about 5.2. It means because this number 5.2 is determined by the lowest subscore. So if I want to upgrade my computer, if I want to put more numbers, higher number than this, if I want to score more higher number than this, so I need to upgrade my desktop graphic, the graphic card, right? So this is just a small clue how you should look at it. So like I said, for my desktop computer, it's almost the same. It scores the same. Okay, my computer. Okay, I'll just right click on any empty space, then go to the properties, and I hope you can see this. It's telling me almost the same. The performance almost the same, 5.2. Now, and the window experience, because the main culprit or main delay is the hard disk. Actually, because of the performance of the hard disk, it gave me the lowest score of 5.2. Otherwise, if I upgrade my hard disk, I would have a higher score, which is about 6.1, right? The highest score of 6.1 performance. When I'm talking about performance-wise, with which it is limited by the processor and the RAM. Okay, so never mind. Like I showed you just now, the performance on this laptop is almost the same on this tablet. However, because it is running Windows 8, it runs much faster on Windows 8 compared to Windows 7. And I just showed you just now in shutting down and starting the computer. This thing will take about 30 seconds or 45 seconds to switch on or to start up, while this one it takes about 10 seconds to 12 seconds. This is the maximum 12 seconds, but most of the time it will be like 5 seconds, 7 seconds before you can automatically immerse yourself into the Windows experience, right? So just small things. All right, it's about the control. Just now I probably didn't talk much about the controls. Okay, so if I want to click on this thing, I just tap on it once, so it is highlighted. Okay, now if I want to drag it, I just drag it. It's simple as that. But in Windows styles, you just need to when you tap on it, you just bring it downward before you move it around. Alright, so this is a bit confusing. A lot of people are like, oh, why is not dragging? So basically, just tap on it and just bring it down a bit. Then only then you can move it around. So just a small tip lah. But otherwise, if you want to drag this around, you just highlight on it like this and just move around. It's very what you call this? Very intuitive to use this thing. Now, if you want to click the right button on it, you just simply press on it for a few seconds, right? So you can see a small box, a small square appears where I'm pressing, and just release it, and you can see all the menus here. This is related here. Okay, again, let me do it. Okay, give you all the menu as if I'm right clicking on it. All right, so. Okay, let's open a PowerPoint. This is a PowerPoint. One of my it's not my colleague. This is my boss actually. One of my specialists created this PowerPoint, and if I want to highlight a point, something, I just simply move like this. Because that's why this is Windows 8 is optimized for touch, right? Compared to Windows 7 tablets, which somehow it doesn't function as it's supposed to. Now, if you are in Firefox or Internet Explorer, you want to highlight for something. For example, I want to highlight on the local GNOME. I want to highlight this title. I want to copy this title. So if I do like this, it doesn't really work because it doesn't really work. So how can I highlight this part? So what you need to do is you just tap once on any word you want to copy. For example, daily. Okay. Just then there's a small circles here. You just drag it here and drag it there. Oh, sorry, drag it there, and only then you can copy it. Okay, so it's just small things that you have to get used to it, because I actually wrote someone Okay, I actually wrote someone how to copy here because I tried to. I wanted to highlight this thing and I couldn't figure out. So I actually wrote to someone I wrote to Microsoft regarding this complaint, and luckily one of the guys there, he wrote me back. You just simply tap any of the words that you want to highlight, then once like this, simple as that. Okay, let me do it again. Personally here. Okay, then you have two circles. You just need to drag it here and drag it there. So only then you can click that, but just click here and just copy it. It's simple as that. It's just, again, it's just those small skills that you need to learn. Okay, so what else I can show you? All right, so I have a small mouse here. Now this is the cool thing about this tablet. This is a Windows tablet, so in theory you can as long as this is a USB there's a USB connector to it. In theory you can connect any mouse to your tablet and it will work. Okay, so when you can see there's a small icon. Right, so there you can see a small icon here. Now okay, in order to, like I said, if you want to look for the search, you just swipe it here. You have all the menus. You can swipe it from the bottom or from the left. If you're using a mouse, it is slightly different. What you need is you move the mouse to the far corners of the page, right? For example, if I put on the far right corner, it'll give me all these icons to click on. Okay. Similarly, if I want to switch between apps, I just go to the far left corner and and I can swipe between the different apps that is available here. Even again. So this is one of the few reasons why a lot of people complain about Windows 8, because there are a lot of things you need to relearn. You need to learn and relearn about these things. Okay, let me close it down. I don't know. Can I swipe it? Swipe it up to down, and you'll be closing the apps. So it's a bit confusing. It's a bit confusing. It's not as friendly as Windows 7. I agree. A lot of people say that Windows 8 is not friendly user. I totally agree. It has a lot of new things that you need to learn. New stuff, new concepts, just in order to do your things. But the thing is, I need this thing. I need Windows on my tablet. I need to open my Microsoft Office using the native Microsoft Word. Okay, I don't want documents to go. I don't want something that is similar to Microsoft Word. I just want Microsoft Word. I just want Microsoft PowerPoint. Okay, and this is fully functioning. This is PowerPoint 2010. I assume in few months Microsoft will be releasing Office 2013. So it's like, this is what I want. What I want from my tablet computer is, I want to open PowerPoint that is in a PowerPoint program. I want to open a Microsoft Office in a Microsoft program. I want to watch videos without having to convert. If in iPhone you need to convert, in Android you need to convert to something that both of them can support. But this thing I don't need. This is an MKV format, and it automatically can run on this tablet without any hesitation. And there's a USB port. You can connect a real thumb drive to it, and you shouldn't have any problems. Okay, but like any this tablet, like any desktop computer, laptop computer, it does have problems. Like, for example, you have to upgrade your antivirus, which because now your tablet is open to the regular variety of viruses. Okay, which is quite big collection of it compared to those two. Okay, the Android and the iPhone. All right. So anyway, so this is the good, the bad, as far as I can explain to you guys. Few software that if you want to install Windows 8, I advise you to install this Start 8, which give me the start icon here, which is very, very, very useful. I thought in the beginning I thought I would be able to live without it, but by installing this thing, I know I cannot function without this desktop button. It's quite important to me. It's very, very important, and probably Microsoft will realize how important it is and put it back. Then they have the MP Star or the Tiger Player, which is quite free, and give you it opens a large quantity, a large variety of five video format that's not available on Windows initially. And I don't know what they're gonna say this, and you can install any programs like this is the regular Mozilla Firefox. This is not special Firefox like I have it on Android or my iPhone. This is truly 100% Mozilla Firefox, the regular Firefox, without any extra edition. This program is called OpenTTD. This program I've been playing this game since 1995. Yeah, sorry, since 1994. So this is an old program, and it functions really, really great, as if it is running on as if it's running on the old DOS program. I don't know whether you guys remember DOS or not. So this is great. It runs all programs. It runs all the Windows Windows programs that we are familiar with in desktop or laptop computer. It runs the video as it should be. It runs Microsoft Office as it should be. So this is, to me, it's a great deal. If you can, so yeah, I think I said much of it. Okay, I just want to talk about the store. Now, Microsoft Store like I said, it doesn't have the awesome collection of the iOS like Apple Store or the Android Store, but it is improving. Although I hope they bring PayPal into it, because I use PayPal. I don't like use credit card over the internet. It's kind of unsafe. So I use PayPal, which is, to me, is safer, much safer. So that's it. Okay. So this is Hanimado. Thank you for watching this video, and my next video is about this. Hopefully in a few weeks I'll be able to create a video about this unit. This is a Hopper unit. So this Hopper unit is basically, you can record Astro TV programs from your decoder into your laptop, into your desktop computer, or into your tablet computer. This is Hanimado. Thank you for listening. I think I need to lie down for a while. I'm very exhausted.